Ilsky oil refinery is one of the major budget revenue-generating companies of Krasnodar region, which is a basic part of KNGK-Group investment and engineering holding refining activities. Ilsky refinery was established in 2001 in an industrial area of Ilsky settlement, Seversky district, Krasnodar region of Russian Federation. The factory is located in geographically advantageous place: 70 km to Novorossiysk, 165 km to Tuapse, 150 km to Temryuk and 45 km to the regional center, city of Krasnodar. Proximity to the nearby Black Sea ports, namely Tuapse and Novorossiysk, gives a very strong advantage regarding oil product export. Infrastructure of Seversky district is full of pipeline and railway transport, as well as automobile highways, which allows to fully provide the factory with the needed feedstock and offloading final product for domestic market and export. History of the refinery goes back to 2001, when an old petroleum asphalt plant was reconstructed to the first oil refining unit, 81. By 2002, the factory was refining just 35,000 tons per year. In 2005, management of the company made a decision for further development, and in 2007 there was commissioned 82 oil refining unit, a new tank battery and many other off-plot facilities, including treating ones. In 2009 there was constructed and commissioned 83 unit, and the factory was refining 720,000 tons annually. In 2010 there was commissioned a new oil feed and product storage and 84 distillation unit. 2011 year was a real landmark for Ilsky refinery, as it reached a point of 1 million tons of feed refined per year. Management of the company decided to continue dynamic development and set a goal of 2.5 million tons of oil refined per year, with alongside increase of refining depth. In 2013 there was commissioned a whole set of new advanced facilities. First and foremost, 85 is supposed for refining of both low sulfur oil and Urals oil blend, with a capacity of 1.5 million tons per year. A new 6th tank battery with a volume of 160,000 cubic meters. Railway rack for loading and offloading oil feed and product intended for 60 oil tanks. Block modular boiler room with a capacity of 30 tons steam per hour. Fire station with 4 vehicles, gas rescue battalion, modern treating facilities with stormwater disposal system, as well as many other supplementary purpose objects. In order to follow ecological regulations and avoid airborne emissions, there was chosen to be used a closed flare system with a smoke-free burning processes. It is important to mention that all the object on the territory of the factory was produced by the means of company's own engineering department, which has more than 100 highly qualified specialists in it. Current industrial estate of the factory occupies an area of 288 hectares and includes 5 atmospheric distillation units for refining oil feed and gas condensate, alongside with all the necessary off-plot facilities. Total capacity of oil refining now equals 3 million tons per year. Depth of refining equals 56%. For further increase of Ilsky oil refinery productive capacity, engineers of KNGK-Group designed in 2015 a new technological unit of 86 with a capacity of 3.6 million tons per year. As a result of construction and commissioning mentioned object, overall capacity of the factory will reach 6 million tons per year. In order to optimize delivery of oil feed to the factory site, they were received technical specification and an agreement entered for connecting the refinery by Chernomorsk Transneft to Krimsk-Krasnodar pipeline during the first quarter of 2016. Initial capacity would be 1.5 million tons, with a further increase to 2 million tons per year. By the end of 2050, they will be put into operation a new commissioning station for the refinery to receive low sulfur oil. They were also received technical specification for connection with the main pipeline of Tikharetsk-Novorossiysk for receiving sulfur oil in amount of 4.5 million tons per year. In 2011, Ilsky oil refining factory entered a four-party agreement with Federal Anti-Monopoly Service, Federal Service of Environmental, Technological and Nuclear Supervision, and Federal Agency of Technical Regulating and Metrology. In accordance with given agreement, there is planned construction of a huge complex of deep oil refining based on a feasibility report provided by Accions French company. Commissioning of deep oil refining complex is divided into two stages. In 2019, it is planned to start operating the following objects: unit of diesel fuel hydrotreating, hydrogen and sulfur production units, as well as a set of supplementary facilities. Given object will provide an opportunity to produce diesel fuel of Euro 5 class in accordance with technical regulations. In 2020, there is planned operation of second stage objects: vacuum unit, hydrocracking of vacuum gas oil, second set of off-plot facilities providing max production of diesel fuel and depth of refining not less than 85%. Nelson index will equal 5.08. Official partners and licenses regarding above-mentioned units of Ilsky oil refinery are such world-known companies and enterprises as UOP, Linde, Jacobs, Len-Giproneftechim, Giprogazachystka, Moscow, as well as Bashkirian Institution of Oil Chemistry. General design engineer of deep oil refining complex at Ilsky oil refinery is Len-Giproneftechim. Concerning off-plot facilities, it is KNGK-Group, Krasnodar. There has already been received approval from Russian Federation General Board of State Expert Review for the provided planning documentation. Execution of such investment project will lead to creation of yet another 270 working places and will increase budget revenue of multiple levels. There is currently work in progress for choosing the best optimal scheme of complex for production of automobile gasolines and aromatics, with receiving of high-quality automobile gasolines of Euro 5 standard, with an octane number equaling 92 and 95. There are also options under consideration for provision of 95% oil refining depth, which would allow to fully exclude sulfur naphtha residues. All the projecting, financial, economic, legal and engineering support is carried out by Cuban Oil and Gas Company, Investment and Engineering Holding.